Now, viewers, it's day 2 of the Supreme Court hearing in the Kolkata rape and murder case. The Central Bureau of Investigation has submitted its status report on the case to the top court, while the West Bengal government also submitted its report on the vandalism at the RG hospital after the horrific crime. Now, submitting its report, the Chief Central Bureau of Investigation leveled a serious charge, alleging that the scene of the crime was altered. The Solicitor General, appearing for the Central Bureau of Investigation, said that the CBI suspects a cover-up, and the most shocking part was that the FIR was registered only after the cremation of the victim's body. Now, this is what happened when the bench assembled at around 11 a.m. this morning. And in just a few minutes from now, we are likely to see the hearing in the Supreme Court resuming in this particular case. And let's listen in to what exactly happened earlier today.
Report of the accused.
Which report, ma'am, sir?
The injury report, the medical examination report of the accused.
Of the accused. Our difficulty.
Actually, I think Asta had given it last time, but
yes, we have the case diary. It's part of the case diary.
We are not supplying. Our difficulty.
Part of the case diary, they have it. It's part of the case diary.
Only a minute, Mr. Sibal, if you don't mind.
Just flag it for us and then.
Sure.
Only one thing. I did not know, my lord, that there is some report, my lord, because our difficulty was we entered on the 5th day. And thereafter, my lord, before that, my lord, whatever was collected by the local police, my lord, we were given. And our investigation starts, my lord, that is itself a challenge by itself, my lord, because the scene of offense is altered. Everything is, my lord, even the...
So everything is videographed. Nothing is altered. Everything is videographed.
My lord, without knowing anything, Mr.
Postmortem is videographed.
Yes, rest is not videographed.
Crime is not videographed because the crime is...
The seizure memo is there, mother. Seizure memo is there.
9 o'clock, the crime is detected.
Seizure memo is there, mother.
Not the most shocking fact. I am not making this, Mr. Sibal is...
That is also videographed.
Combative move. The most shocking fact. The FIR is registered after cremation at 11:45 night. First, the parents are informed that she is not well by the deputy superintendent. When they reach, they say that she has committed a suicide. Thereafter, they say that it appears to be a death. Fortunately, the young doctors, the colleagues of this deceased girl, victim, they insisted that we want videography, we want this. Look, this is suggestive that even they were suspecting some cover-up. So they were also trying their best.
Well, let's just see the medical examination.
Yes, Your Lordship.
Lord's postmortem was done in the same hospital.
I don't.
So that may be.
Was also done in the same.
I don't want. This is entirely accusatory. I don't want to contradict my learned friend, but the record will show what happened.
Now, viewers, the Supreme Court came down heavily on the West Bengal government, saying there are several questions that come to mind, and the West Bengal government and Kolkata police are unable to give any answers. The top court asked, how was the postmortem done before the registration of the unnatural death? And why was the crime scene only cordoned off after the postmortem? The West Bengal government was left wanting for words, with the Supreme Court posing some very important questions. Kapil Sibal, appearing for the West Bengal government, has now been directed to bring the concerned West Bengal police officials during the next hearing, mentioning that there are no clear answers coming in yet from the government on the discrepancies.
DD entry, it says 5:42, 10:10 a.m.
Yes.
It says received information over the telephone.
Yes.
From RG MCH police outpost that a lady of PG trainee of so-and-so MCH was found lying in unconscious state at seminar room of chest medicine department of 3rd floor of emergency building in half-naked condition. Accordingly informed so-and-so officer in charge and under his order,
yes,
leaving PS with lady police and force for causing inquiry. This is at 10:10 a.m.
Correct.
Just allow me to intervene.
Now, one second.
The doctors are saying unconscious, though she was already dead.
1 second.
You don't need to be a doctor to understand.
This is 5:42.
Yes.
Now, next is 5:76. Now, 5:76 is extremely important. after PM examination over, the dead body of the deceased, the board verbally opined that the death of the deceased was due to the effect of manual strangulation associated with smothering, ante-mortem, and homicidal in nature.
Correct.
Also verbally opined that medical evidence of forceful penetration stroke insertion in her genitalia, possibility of sexual assault. They say possibility. Accordingly, PO has been cordoned under proper guard. Also, several witnesses were examined and the statement was recorded, consulted CCTV footages in and around the vicinity of the PO.
Yes.
One thing, therefore, which is very clear is that the cordoning off and the preservation of the crime scene takes place after the post-mortem report is conducted. This is what the GD entry itself says. After return to PS, under order of OC, and UD case has been registered, Vide Tala UD case number 9th August.
So this is now it is
Now it's very clear.
confirmed that it was 23:30 hours.
Page number 2. Just see page number
No, but
2.
this is the case diary.
No,
It shows that the UD case is registered
No, that's
after he returns to the police station.
Now, remember, viewers, the Supreme Court had taken so much cognizance of the what happened in Kolkata and criticized the West Bengal government in the first hearing on August 20th. The top court has asked the CBI now to file its status report in this regard. That's what happened today. Yet again, the Chief Justice of India led bench pulled up the West Bengal government, pointing out the discrepancies in the events after the horrific crime.
Mr. Sibal,
Yeah.
just tell us from your record at what time the postmortem was performed.
Yes. I tell you, Lordship.
From your record.
Yes, yes.
That is for the time being
6:10 to 7:10 p.m.
in the evening,
Yes.
correct?
Correct.
When you are taking the dead body
Yes.
for the purpose of performing postmortem,
Yes.
is it a case of unnatural death or not? If it is not a case of unnatural death, why do you have to perform the postmortem? This
is a case.
Just, so that
Sorry.
you can respond to it.
Sorry.
There are so many questions.
Yes, I agree. I'm of
coming in
course.
our mind.
Right.
And we have the best of the assistance
Yes.
in your form. When you start performing the postmortem, that means it is a case of unnatural death.
No doubt about it.
Postmortem starts at 18:10 hours.
Yes.
It comes to an end at 19:10 hours.
Yes.
What was the idea in registering UD at 23:30 hours?
That's the FIR, Mother. That's not the UD.
No, sir.
Mother, I've just.
Just listen to us.
I'm sorry.
Either you are right
No.
or
No,
what
it was
was
FIR. FIR
You have
was,
to answer your Lordship's question, Mother, without interference, please.
well, you can.
No. Just
Yes,
one
certainly.
clarification.
Certainly.
The records reveal,
Yes.
subject to what you have to further point out to us.
Correct.
UD case number 861 of 24 of police station Tala
Yes.
was registered at 23:30 hours. On 9th August 2024, GD entry number 576 and the FIR number 52 of 2024 was registered at 23:45 hours. Is this record correct?
Mother, may I therefore point out to your Lordship, just take the timeline. We've referred everything
So
in it.
according to your record, the UD was registered at what times?
1:45 p.m.
1:45?
PM.
No, that's not true.
That 1:45 p.m.
How do we reconcile the two records?
Mothers, I'll show that to your Lordship.
Because we today have a report
Mothers, but that I'm saying, Mother.
which indicates that this is the time. So therefore, it's very surprising. Postmortem precedes registration of UD.
No, Mother, this is what I'm told, Mothers, and I can only
Is
respond.
someone
Let's now go across to my colleague Tapas joining us on the broadcast for more on this. Tapas, what happened in the Supreme Court a few hours ago was absolutely shocking as far as the handling of this case by Kolkata police in the first 5 days of this crime is concerned. Supreme Court very clearly asked pointed questions, one of them being what really explains the delay in registering the unnatural death case, to which Supreme Court says that this is disturbing. And clearly, Mr. Kapil Sibal, representing the West Bengal government here, did not have proper answers. Tapas, can you hear me?
Well, see, the observations of the Supreme Court are very important, and Supreme Court raised questions from the beginning. In the first part, they have also raised questions that how could the post-mortem was done and FIR was registered, and the entire procedure is being questioned by the Supreme Court, and they have made this remark in multiple occasions today that this kind of investigation process, the procedural lapses are very clear, and who informed the parents about the suicide of so-called the doctor, why the suicide word was used, why the doctor in the first place, after her body was found, it was informed to the local police station that a subconscious person is lying. Why not said that she was already dead? Because they were doctors, they could have ascertained it very first time. So these are the observations, very strong observations coming from the Supreme Court about the investigation process. CBI even raised questions telling that there are procedural lapses. The crime scene or the place of occurrence could have been altered. So these are serious allegations which have been put forward by the CBI. But keeping this in mind, today the BJP have also hit the street. We are at near CGO complex, and the rally of the BJP is slowly, steadily reaching here. They'll be moving towards the Health Directorate. However, you can see huge police bandobast have been made. They are being intercepted one by one, and they will not be allowed. So overall, in one hand, the Supreme Court hearing is on the other hand, the BJP protesters.
Well, Tapas, thank you for the moment for joining us. And in just a few moments from now, of course, the Supreme Court hearing is going to resume. Meanwhile, let me go across to my colleague Sabyasachi as well, joining us on the broadcast. Sabyasachi, I believe there is a protest by the BJP also that is taking place where you are right now.
Well, absolutely. See, the BJP has started their protest march. Now they would be heading towards the Shastro Bhavan here in Kolkata in Bidhannagar. Now you can see on the right side there is massive deployment of the security personals. Now amid the security personals who have been deployed here, a bus filled with the BJP supporters had tried to breach the security that has been made by the Kolkata police. Meanwhile, the Kolkata police is pushing back the BJP workers who tried to breach this barricade and head towards the Shastro Bhavan. Now the police is pushing them back. Now the BJP leaders in fact had approached the Calcutta High Court to make sure that the state government allowed them to carry out protest in peaceful manner. Now the High Court had...
Sabyasachi, I'm just interrupting you there. Even as we continue to stay